Hey everyone, I'm very glad to have you here today, and we have a lot to talk about. So, the first big subject is you might see it. I moved into a new office. I was I'm renting in this big building made for artists and entrepreneurs, and I was renting with a few friends, and one of them is moving away, and the other one is gonna stop renting. So I took the opportunity and to move in my own atelier. So this is 20 square meters, and I've been moving stuff for the last 3 days. Well, spending usually 2 or 3 hours each day moving stuff, and the rest of the day working. So my days have been very, very long. But so far, it's amazing. Let's give you a quick tour. So this is the packing slash work table, and you can see on top I have space for packages. Here I have all my screws and um electronic components. Under it there's space for PCBs and a big white nice desk for packaging everything and taping. A bit further here you have a nice place, and I finally got myself a screen because I was tired of moving my neck a little down to look at the laptop screen and then having my neck hurt so much. And before anything says, I do use one of my keyboards on the daily. I use it a mini normally, TBK mini, but I have a very nice person who is also on this Patreon. So it's Nulsens. Hello, Nulsens. And his mini didn't work anymore. One of the keys was acting a little bit, so I sent him mine in replacement so he can use it while I fix his. So then he's never missing a keyboard. Let's continue. Here you have what will be the soldering slash streaming station, and I do have some lights here and a tripod. So probably the tripod I will screw onto the wall, or I don't know, find something. And then I have 4 pre-builds to do at the moment. I'm waiting for the switches, and this will be where I will do them and maybe stream it as well. Here we have the whole printing setup, and I have very exciting news is I got 2 new printers. So here you can see there's an Ender 3 and then there's 2 Prusa Mark 3S. I ordered 2 more Prusa Minis, which are the cheaper, smaller version of the from Prusa. They will arrive in 3 to 6 weeks, and they will go directly here. So I already have the space prepared for them, and I'm very proud and happy to say that one of them has been paid completely by you guys on Patreon, and it's gonna help so much because lately, at least for the last week and for the next 2 or 3 days, I've been printing 24/7. Just come in the morning, start prints. At the end of the day, they're done. Start another one during the night. Come back the next morning, and the Ender tree is done at the moment because I was printing some prototypes. I will show you right after, but it's gonna be so helpful to have 2 new minis, so probably one for prototypes and the other one just for straight production. Because let's continue the tour. Here we have just some drawers which I need to fill in. The storage. So I have a lot of orders and it's nice, and those are waiting for some Elite Cs I ordered from Split KB. Thank you, Thomas. And they're at home. I have 40 Elite Cs waiting for me at home, and the only thing I have to do tomorrow is put 2 in each box, well, flash them and then put 2 in each box, close the box, go to the post office. And it's already such a better storage system. Let me take my notes so I don't forget to talk about anything. Here I have some plastics. So, a big reserve of black PLA, and at the moment I will stop selling white keyboards because I'm not super happy with the how it looks like. I mean, it looks very okay, but I don't do okay. So probably I will have to order some more different plastics and find out which one I like. I also got jet black, which is kind of shiny plastic, and orange. and at the moment I don't have any time to print them because I want to print them on the Prusa, and the Prusa are gonna continue running non-stop printing client orders for the next at least few days. But I'm very excited to print the full keyboard in orange and then in jet black. I think they will look very good, and that way I can experiment a bit as well. So I don't know if I mentioned it, but your names will go on the new Mini for sure. I think probably with a sticker will be very nice. Seeing the Patreon names every time I start a new print, and you can see here I'm printing one Scylla in black and one Scylla in white, and this is the first Scylla order I got in white, and it will be at the moment the only one since I removed the white from the shop. Also, very exciting, talking about orders, is I got an order for a company. Well, not a company per se, but someone ordered it for his boss at his company. And this is very exciting for me because I've been working really hard on the Scylla, also, well, for ergonomics, for style, for innovation, but also trying to get it to a level where it can be used in a company, like the Kinesis or the Maltron. And so I'm really gonna carefully prepare this keyboard and hopefully use it as a test to see and stay in touch with this company to see how happy they are with it and if they or other companies will be interested to buy it. So this is very exciting and very frightening as well. Then let's switch here to the current project, because on top of fulfilling orders, I'm still working on projects, and that is the trackball. So here is if you remember, the PCB I got from someone in France with a lens and with a sensor here, and here are my designs for holders, and I will show you in a minute what it looks like in Fusion. But the ball goes here and then moves, and I will show you in Fusion. Will make a little bit more sense. So you have those. It's really difficult to film like this. Those which are those, and those are just roulement à billes. Bearings. Those are bearings. And for the middle, let me activate it here. I ordered some metal tubes instead of plastic. So this will be metal, and then plastic all around it. And this is what it looks like at the moment. And the idea is to take it and put it in the thumb cluster and then build the thumb cluster around it. However, I have a few problematics. So on the technical point of view, I had to do multiple prototypes already for tolerances, to make sure the ball sits nice, and then the ball will be at an angle, right, because of the thumb cluster, so I have to make sure that it doesn't fall. And then, for example, those need to clip in, and I don't like that, because you clip it in and then you cannot really remove it. So if it breaks, the whole keyboard goes to the trash, and I cannot accept that. So probably what I'm gonna try and do is make this a component that can be printed and screwed into the thumb cluster, or maybe make the whole thumb cluster removable. I don't know yet, but I want the thing to be as modular and fixable and replaceable as possible, and repairable. And then of course probably I will make a custom PCB, which will be basically the same as this one, but maybe a bit rounder, and then I have to adapt this shape so the lens fits at the perfect distance, and then add some screw holders here, and then more screws so the whole thing fits there. And then work on the cabling. We'll probably use the cable ribbons I like so much. And that's it for the trackball. But it's going well. It's going really well so far. I hope to have a working prototype by end of the month. And then probably I will need another month or so to get the new custom PCB working and prepare my offer and everything. And this keyboard will be named Charybdis. So you have Scylla and Charybdis or Charybdis. I don't know how to pronounce it. Here's also something very exciting. I lost it. No, here they are. I got those new PCBs, and those are pretty exciting because they have a bunch of improvements. The LED holes are bigger, so the LEDs are easier to insert. The pads for the diodes are bigger, which means the BAT54C diodes will be much easier to install. And those two other columns here are a bit higher. They're 1 millimeter higher, and I've tried it in a Scylla, which is here actually. And it's much easier to install because on the models I have at the moment, this column you kind of need to push it a little bit up, and it holds well once it's in place, but you're kind of afraid of breaking the PCB. Whereas this, which is higher and it's also 0.6 instead of 0.8 thickness, it's much easier. So I'm not sure yet if I want to keep the 0.6, because if I keep the 0.6 I need to order green PCBs or black in 0.8. So I might have to order 0.6 and switch all my PCBs to green, which will be a shame because black on black looks really good. And on top of this, I also ordered a stencil, which is here. And a stencil, if you don't know how that works, is it has holes in it, and you put paste over the holes, and you get paste on all the pads, and then you just need to add the components, carefully place them, and put it in an oven. So I'm also building a reflow oven, and all the components get soldered at once. And this means I will have more reliable PCBs and faster. I can also build pre-builds faster, and that's nice because at the moment pre-builds take me a lot of time. I did finish designing a new version of the PCB, which is here, and I just added some stuff like a nice logo for the Scylla. Oh, this is the old logo though, and a nice design with KiCad, and of course thank you to my patrons, not Patreons, patrons. Thank you for my patrons. And last but not least, here's some behind the scenes and you can see I have a nice couch for relaxing because I forget to take breaks during the days. I just work from 9 to sometimes 10, 11, and I just take half an hour for eating at lunch. And this will be nice for inviting people over and just talking, and the mountain of trash that I need to get rid of because of all the moving. Yeah, I think this is it. Thank you very much, guys, for following. Again, I appreciate it so much, and well, talk to you next time.